So I have a bone to pick. The biggest excuse that I get, other than I don't have time for this business, is I'm so broke, there's no way, I can't afford your products. I would like to try the wraps. Well, you are the perfect candidate to become a distributor. This will change your life. It's so cliche to say, but it's the absolute truth. And here's why I know this. I know two people, I'm thinking of two people that I personally know myself. One, she was so broke, she didn't have a car. Her kids, she has several kids, they were so broke that they couldn't even afford to keep the power or the water on in their house. So for her to start her business with It Works, because she knew what she had, an opportunity that you cannot get anywhere else. She took the money out of her bills, like to pay her water or her power. She took the money out of that budget because she's like, it's gonna get turned off anyway, so might as well put that 99 bucks towards starting my business and getting that box of wraps so I can sell those wraps back and make my money back. So she did that. And you know what? In a couple years, she promoted to what in our business we call triple diamond. It's an annual income of over $100,000. She retired her husband. She retired herself. She has gotten several new cars. I mean, they are living a life now. They were living in low-income housing. They now are living in a 2-story, beautiful house. Each kid has their own room. And I mean, you just went from a mentality of, I'm broke, I can't afford it, and either you have the excuse of that, or you say, I'm broke, I can't afford it, but I need this. I need this. I don't want to be stuck in this position. I don't want my kids to grow up thinking, Mommy and Daddy can't afford that. I want to play sports, but we can't afford that. They wanted something bad enough, different for their life, for their kids' lives, that she said, that's it. I'm taking the money out of our budget, and the power's going to get shut off anyway. The water's going to get shut off anyway. So we're starting fresh. I'm determined to make this work. Or keep the excuse of, I'm broke, I can't afford your products. I'm broke, I can't afford the 99 bucks to start my business. So it's all about mentality. Here's another story. Again, somebody I personally know. Both of these people are here in Central Florida, in Orlando, Lake Mary, in my own city. People I know. This is not some success story I read about in a magazine or watched a YouTube video about, and I'm not discrediting those things. I'm telling you I know these people. This is real. Second story, this woman, she lived in New York in the projects, and it was so bad. She had to get her family out of there. Her husband was still working up there, but she knew that she had to get out of that situation. So she and her kids moved down here to Orlando, and they lived in her grandma's house, slept on the floor in one spare bedroom of her grandma's house. Her and 3 kids on the floor of a spare bedroom, all together, sleeping together. She didn't even have a cell phone that worked. So what she did, she came across this on the internet. She used somebody else's phone, found it on Instagram actually, and she was like, I need this. I don't have anything else. She didn't have money for anything. She didn't even have a phone. She was using somebody else's phone, found it on Instagram. She started, and within a year, she went to the top of our company as an income earner, top income earner of our company. She was earning $200,000+ a year. A year. You're talking about a woman who was living on the floor of somebody else's house with her 3 kids, trying to provide a better life. So when you tell me, oh, I'm so broke, I can't afford it, that is just an excuse. And if that's where you are mentally, that's fine. If you want to stay in that situation, that's fine. But you can't blame anybody else but yourself, because there are other possibilities. There are other opportunities. And it's up to you to pick that and move forward, or stay stuck where you are. What is the worst that could possibly happen? So you spend $100 on a box of wraps that you just get to use on yourself, or you sell them and make your $100 back. It's that easy. If you fail, so what? You just stay where you are right now. And you know what? In my eyes, and I think most people would agree, the only failure is not trying. Fall down 7 times and stand up 8. So what is your choice? Do you want to stay in the lifestyle that you are in, or do you want to try and see what could possibly happen? I never, ever imagined that I would be making the kind of money I am. I didn't finish college. I don't have any special education. I'm no different than anybody else. It's not that I know a bunch of people. The woman I just told you about that came from New York and is making over $200,000 a year is in the top of our company. She doesn't have any special education. She didn't know anybody around here. You know how she built her business? She found it on Instagram and she built her business through Instagram. Most of her team she's never even met before. It was all social media marketing. That's what our business is. We are paid advertisers for the company and our income is based on how good of a job we're doing.